On the day he turned 80, Leonard Wilson bought himself a birthday present. It was an old wooden boat. The owner of this boat had given up on it, but Leonard thought it was worth some work.
Well, just because you're 80 is not saying you got to quit working, you know.
Leonard has been working around boats for about 70 years, fishing salmon and everything else. And whenever he needed a boat to help him make a living, he built one.
A lot of boats pass under your hands these years, Leonard.
Yeah, I guess. Must be 40 went through my hand one way or the other.
And when Leonard sees an old boat that needs a helping hand, he wants to get his hands on it.
Well, it's just a curiosity, I guess. I can't see an old boat that can be repaired to turn go to pieces. Some fellow has that bug on old cars. You see an old car and they got it restored if it costs millions of dollars. Well, I guess I got the bug on old boats, that anything that looks that could be put back together, I can put it back together.
Two of Leonard's grandsons, Danny and Luke, look like they're catching the same bug, helping to put this boat back together.
There's that other piece, that other piece behind you there. One off this.
Still a lot of good wood in this. You can put it back together?
Oh, yes. But the hull's good. The top work is where she leaked around. The top work was rotten. You seen what I did. I stripped the whole top work off, but all it's all going to have all new top on her. A few good boards here and there. And they place was bad. They took it out, put new wood in, and put double of what was in her when she was new. Just use that old piece for a pattern. Nothing ever fits around the boat. You got to make it fit. Nothing straight, nothing square, everything got a bevel. Oh, everything will fit after a while. Just a curiosity and the challenge of doing it, I guess. That's about all you can say for it. I'm not like you ever use it. Sell it to somebody, but whoever I get will get a pretty good thing put back together. If I get another lifetime out of it, that's just about all you can say for it.
All the work and figuring that go into giving a second lifetime to a boat may be the tonic that helps Leonard extend his own lifetime.
When I want to leave my yard, I don't want anybody to come back and say it still leaks. It's still not put together. The hard ones takes a little while to do, but the impossible ones takes a little longer. That's all the difference there is in the. And I don't think there's anything practically impossible. It takes a long time to do it and a little perseverance, but it can be done. I guess you call it a hobby. Better than sitting in the Legion drinking beer telling lies with the rest of the old fellas. That's about all you can say about it. I like to work at it. If I didn't like to work at it, I'd never touch it. It's the only reason that I do this stuff, because I like doing it, that's all. If you want time to go around fast, you come out here and you think you spent about half an hour. First thing you know, you got 4 hours in.
For Leonard Wilson, this is one hobby that doesn't cost a lot of money.
I have lots of wood here because I make it myself. I haven't got to go out buy it, I go make it. Whatever I want, I can go make it.
That's true for the wood Leonard cuts on his land and for the sawmill he built to turn it into lumber.
The carriage, I found that in a dump, and I brought that home and I had to do a little bit of work on, built that. I built the carriage myself, I built everything myself. There were rollers off an old bulldozer that they had under the tracks underneath the old bulldozers. When they wear out, throw them away, I get them and put it on that for feed. Now there's a half-inch piece of wood, half-inch plank I took off there, a half an inch now, for an old rig to be 45 years old is still not cut too bad. I wouldn't say that's out 1/16 of an inch from one end to the other.
Like his old mill, Leonard thinks he'll keep going by keeping on working.
Well, what did the doctor tell you there about 20 years ago when he took the discs out of your back?
Well, he said the heaviest thing, he said, you're going to do the work you're going to do the rest of your days is get a knife and fork and get something to eat. I come home here, and I was only home for about 7 or 8 days, and I come up here and start sawing logs. As long as the whole body will allow me to do it, I'll be doing it. I don't know how long it'll stand it, but so far it's doing all right. All I can say for it.
Leonard figures he's put about 40 hours into this boat since the last time you saw it. Another 20 should finish it off.
If you want to get things done, you got to work. You can't stand around and look at them. That doesn't get it done. Only thing that's bad about this, if you're building a new one, it's usually straight ahead, but this is just a matter of cut and fit. You turn around and restore it, and you look at your finished product. It gives you a little bit of a satisfaction of a challenge. Well, this is a good morning, nice and dry for this job here, and this will be practically the last piece of paint now I'll have to do at her now. It's pretty well come to the finished end. Get ready for sea pretty soon, I hope. It's pretty hard to do things that you have to do when you get to be 80 years old and you haven't got the strength to do them, so I'm very fortunate I've been blessed with both, so I'm very fortunate that I can do the things that I like to do. You know, I think sometimes liking to work might be a bad habit. It's a bad thing to get into. Some people take pride in how they can loaf and do nothing, and I like to take pride in what I can do and accomplish.
And Leonard Wilson isn't ready to rest after finishing this old boat. He's got a bigger one all framed up in his shed.
She's 35 feet long, she's 12.5-foot beam, and she's, in fact, she's 4'6" deep. I want a boat certain wide, certain width, certain length, and lay it down, go to work and build it. I don't even bother drawing out any plans or anything for it, so just by eye. Have it in my mind what I would like to get and try and build it.
Leonard Wilson says he's not finished with any boat until he tests it in the Bay of Fundy. That time has come for his birthday boat, named for its original builder, Jim Wilson.
Here I go right back in the water. When the truck starts to float, stop. Got my boots full now, so I gotta go.
While some people in their 80s are content to spend their days in the old rocking chair, Leonard Wilson doesn't plan to join them.
I have no time for a rocking chair. I got too many other things I like to do in life besides sit and rock in a rocking chair.
Leonard Wilson would rather rock on the waves of the Bay of Fundy in a boat built by his 80-year-old hands. Roy Yelsta, CBC News, Lordville.